Hi, I'm Dr. Kim, and I help people heal chronic pain, the kind of pain that doctors, physiotherapists, and even other chiropractors have given up on. But today, I want to tell you about something deeper, something that might sound like quantum physics, because it is, and something that shows us that the power of our own attention, our focus, our mind, is more than just a woo-woo idea. What goes on in here can significantly change our bodies and our lives. So stay with me, because this could shift the way you understand healing forever. In quantum physics, there's a phenomenon called wave-particle duality. Simply put, subatomic particles like electrons or photons behave like invisible waves in the atmosphere until they're observed. When someone observes them, they suddenly behave like particles, solid, measurable, real. It's as if the very act of watching something solidifies its existence into physical reality. This means that consciousness, our awareness, can influence the behavior of physical matter. Now, this is not just a theory. It's actually been proven in experiments over and over again. It also gives us a wild but empowering message that what we pay attention to becomes real. Now, let me tell you about a lesser known but mind-blowing experiment that backs this up. A group of scientists took baby chicks, freshly hatched. Chicks imprint on the first moving object they see, which is usually their mother. But in this experiment, they set it up so that the chicks imprinted on a robot that moved randomly around a room. Then what they did is they placed the chicks outside of the room in a cage where they could see the robot but couldn't follow it or touch it. Remember, the robot was programmed to move in completely random directions around the room. The results were shocking. As the chicks watched the robot, it started to move towards them far more often than random chance would predict. The chicks' intense desire for the robot, or their mum, to come closer actually influenced the robot's path. This wasn't magic. This was intention and focus, consciousness, shaping real-life outcomes. Now let that sink in. Tiny baby birds influenced the path of a robot with their minds. If baby chicks can do that with their desire and focus, imagine what we can do when we bring conscious attention to our own healing. I've seen this over and over again with my clients. Some of them come to me after years of pain. They've tried surgery, pills, physio, acupuncture. They've been told this is just how it is. But then, when we start working together, something shifts. Yes, we do use somatic movement. Yes, we do release stored tension in their nervous system. But the biggest change often comes when they finally allow themselves to believe in healing. When they start to see it, feel it, expect it. Meditation and visualization are not fluffy spiritual practices. They are the tools that help people collapse potential into reality, just like in the wave particle experiment. When you meditate, you focus your attention inward. When you visualize yourself moving freely, dancing again, waking up pain-free, when you visualize moving your own energy into different parts of your body, you're programming your mind, your body, and the field around you to shift towards that outcome. One of my clients, Rob, had burning leg and foot pain from nerve and artery damage from diabetic neuropathy. His feet were on fire 24/7 with 10 out of 10 pain levels, and it was affecting his work, his sleep, and his entire life. This was a complex case for me to take on because he had seen numerous professionals in person, he had controlled his diet and diabetes, and he was still experiencing the burning despite all of this. When I took him on, I knew he would not improve if I only addressed his body and gave him somatic exercises. I needed to teach him how to control his mind and move his energy into his feet and legs to stimulate the damaged nerves to heal. So I slowed him down with deep breath work. I taught him how to regulate his nervous system. I dropped his body into deep meditation. And then I guided him through visualizing his energy moving into his legs, healing his nerves. And in the first week, his symptoms started to shift. The pain on the soles of his feet lessened. His legs started to shake and twitch during his custom meditations I made for him. He started to sleep for longer periods in the night. Not because we forced anything or did any invasive procedures, but because his mind and body finally began to work together. He was no longer feeding fear or frustration. He was feeding his healing with his own energy. And just like those baby chicks, his internal focus was guiding the outcome. So what does wave particle theory mean for you? It means that your healing is not just physical, it's energetic, emotional, conscious. What you focus on becomes real. And when you focus on healing, truly, consistently, you shift the entire field around you. If you'd like support in learning how to use meditation, visualization, and somatic movement to heal your body, please check out the link in the description. I offer private coaching and transformative programs to help you come back home to your body. I also have a few free meditations here on my YouTube channel, and I am a meditation teacher on an app called Insight Timer. I highly recommend you check out my work there. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, your attention is powerful. Use it wisely. Happy healing, and bye for now.